Okay, so
This call is now being recorded.
for today we are going to do essay writing. Now, starting from this week, we are going to use the new module. Okay, so if you're wondering where to get the new module, I have posted the new module, the link for the new module inside the English group. Okay, so you can either check inside the Telegram if you are inside the Telegram English group, or you can also check inside the WhatsApp English group, and there are links to that. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen with you just in case, just to show you where to get your new model if you haven't got your new model yet. Okay, for your information, you can also get your new model at the school, okay, at Pondok Pengawal. Okay, so you go there and ask for Form 2 module. Okay, they will give you a thick stack, okay, a thick book, okay, and one of those book is your module. You cannot hear my voice? Oh, why can't you hear my voice? Eh, why am I still being mute? Okay, can you hear my voice now?
Yes.
Yes, madam.
What about Vitalina? Can you hear my voice now? Vitalina, can you respond, please? Hmm. Okay, if you cannot hear my voice again, please inform me. Okay, I'll just type that out. Why is my screen black? It's ready. Okay, hold on. I just lost the connection. Still can't hear. What is wrong? Hmm, I'm not sure what is wrong. I think it might be on your side. Okay. So I'm just going to share my screen, my other screen. Okay, can you hear? Okay, can you hear my voice now, Vitalina?
I can hear you.
Is that can or cannot? Okay. I'm actually not sure what is wrong, but can everybody else hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
What is wrong? How would it sound? Okay, Vitalina, I want you to try and check. Okay, I want you to try and check the speaker. Okay, hold on. Eh. Okay, do you see that speaker icon that I've circled? Okay, I want you to click on that. Okay. And then you'll see 4 options: speaker, phone, audio off, and cancel. And I want you to choose speaker. Okay, choose that one. Okay, now I'm going to turn my phone audio off and I'm going to turn my computer audio on. Okay, can you hear me now? She cannot hear me now. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, what about now? Can you hear me now? Check, check, check. Okay, so I don't know what is wrong. Okay, so I wanted to use my phone because my webcam is broken. So I need to have my phone as a camera. But since there's problem there, okay, so no camera for me. Okay, so now let's get back on track. So we're having some problems here. Hopefully, when school opens, you are allowed to bring your gadgets. Okay, so when you are allowed to bring your gadgets, we can do some online activity in class. We can like hopefully we can check what is wrong when you have problems, okay, and try to solve the problem on the spot, okay, because if it's online like this, it's quite difficult for me to see what is your problem and try to solve that problem for you, okay. But if I am there with you, I can take a look at your phone or your gadget, then it'll be easier, okay. But there is no guarantee that I can solve that problem or not. Okay, so now, okay, so here we are. Okay, so in case you haven't got your module yet, okay, so you can go to Telegram or you can go to your WhatsApp group, okay, and go to your English group. Okay, so this is English to B to C. Okay, now you can scroll up, okay, and there. So this one is the link to your new module. Okay, so click on that link and it will bring you to okay, you can just choose drive, okay, just choose one of your email and then it will bring you to this place where it has all your module, okay. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 modules, okay. So you can download all of those modules because you'll be using all of those modules starting from last week if I'm not mistaken. So today we are going to use the English module, okay, and the English module is the second module, okay, that one. Okay, so once you are inside here, you can download the copy. So download that. Okay, so it says one item will be downloaded and then you can check inside your files. Okay, so there. You have the module Bahasa English Tingkatan 2. Okay, so just open it and then we can start the class. Okay, so if you take a look at this English Interactive Module Form 2, okay, so you have the dates, you have the week, okay, you have the week, you have the dates, and then you have the lesson. Okay, so we are currently here, week 4, 17 August, and today we are not going to do integrated skills. We are going to do writing. Why is this? Because I want to give comment on your previous exam. Okay, so we're just going to skip that part and then we're going to go to this part. Okay, so I'm going to show you something else. Okay, so this is all of your essay. Okay, so I want to show this very quickly. Okay, so you have your name, you have your class, you have your response. Okay, this tab is your response or your essay. Okay, and this is your word count and your marks as well. Okay, so now before I get into this, do I need to explain? Yes, I do need to explain to you. Inside here, no, it's not. Okay, PT3 essay marking. Okay, so let's look at here. Okay, so this is how I mark your essay using the Form 3 writing part 2. Okay, so now look at here. You have, oh wait, I have to open it using that. Okay, tak ada. Gadget zaman sekarang sangatlah canggih. You can write on stuff now. So easy. Okay, so let's look at that. Okay, now the important part here that you need to see is first the scale, and then this bar. Okay, let me just highlight that up. The content, the communicative achievement, organization, and language. Okay. Now the scale here is actually the marks. Okay. So now let's look from the bottom, because I always look from the bottom. Okay. Because your band 1 is the lowest and your band 5 is the highest. So we always go from the lowest to the highest. Okay, so let's look at the lowest one, which is band 0. Now, band 0 is content is totally irrelevant. Target reader is not informed. That means you are out of topic. Okay, now the topic of the essay that in the exam was about COVID-19 vaccination. If you talk about another type of vaccine, for example, you talk about the measles vaccine or the TB vaccine, that is counted as out of topic. Okay, so you'll get a 0. Now, next, let's look at the first band. Okay, irrelevances and or misinterpretation of tasks may be present. Target reader is minimally informed. Okay, now remember, this is the content. Okay, so now if you have false information, then I will deduct your mark from the content. Okay, for example, a lot of you said that, a lot of you wrote that if you get the vaccine, then you can't get infected by COVID-19. This is wrong. Okay, even if you are vaccinated with the second dose, you are still able to get COVID-19, but to a lesser degree. Okay, instead of getting hospitalized, maybe you just get a mild fever. Okay, for example. Okay, so if you have the wrong information, I will deduct your mark from your content. Now let's look at the communicative achievement. Okay, produces a text that communicates simple ideas in a simple way. Okay, so if you have good content and good language, your communicative achievement will become higher. Okay, your marks will, for communicative achievement will be better. Now, next is your organization. Okay, text is connected using basic high frequency connectors. What are connectors? Okay, connectors are N or okay, those are high frequency connectors. Now, okay, so I'll just ignore band 3 for the moment, okay? And then the last one, language, okay? Use basic vocabulary reasonably. Use simple grammatical forms with some degree of control. Errors may impede meaning at times. Okay, so for this one, you need the more mistake you make, the less mark I will give you for your language. Okay, now let's look at band 3. Okay, so band 2 is performance share features of band 1 and band 3. So we need to know what is band 3 first. Okay, band 3, minor irrelevance and or omissions may be present. Target reader is on the whole informed, okay, and then produce a text that communicates straightforward ideas using the conventions of the communicative blah 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 blah. Okay, now I want to direct your attention here. Cohesive devices. Okay, now what is cohesive devices? Cohesive devices in Bahasa Melayu is penanda wacana. Okay, so what are cohesive devices in English? For example, furthermore. Other than that, okay, these are some of cohesive devices that you can use. Now, doesn't mean as long as you have a cohesive devices in your writing, you are safe. No, you need to use them correctly. If you use them wrongly, then your mark will be affected. Okay, and the next one is uses basic vocabulary appropriately. Use simple grammatical forms with a good degree of control. While error are noticeable, meaning can still be determined. Okay, and then the last one is band 5 and band 4. Okay, so let's look at band 5. Okay, so band 5 is the highest band. Okay, so all content is relevant to the task. Target reader is fully informed. Uses the conventions of the communicative task to hold target reader's attention and communicative straightforward ideas. Text is generally well organized and coherent, using a variety of cohesive devices, and uses a range of everyday vocabulary with occasional inappropriate use of less common lexis. What is lexis? Lexis is word, okay? That means you use bombastic words. If you have bombastic words inside your essay, you are given extra marks for it. Okay, use a range of simple and some complex grammatical forms with a good degree of control. Errors do not impede communication. Okay, so this is your marking scheme. Okay, so now let's go back to your essay. Now, the highest mark that I gave to my student is 11. Okay, so I'll show you a good example. Okay, so these are two good examples, ASEAN and Bibiana. Okay, let me zoom in. Now, I'm going to tell you why I like their essay. First thing first, they wrote more than 80 words. Yay, congratulations, more than 80 words. Now, the shortest essay I received from my student was one word, a single word. How am I supposed to mark that? Okay, a single word. So whoever answered a single word, you got 1 mark for language. Okay, so now let's look at these two essays. Okay, so first let's look at ASEAN's essay. I think registering for the vaccination is good. Okay, so he answered the question. The question was, do you think is it good or bad to register for the vaccination? If I'm not mistaken, let me check. Okay, do you think registration for the vaccination is good or bad? Okay, so he answered good, because we can lower our risk to get COVID-19 virus. Okay, and then he also has a cohesive devices initially, okay, I'm just going to use a different color. Okay, initially, that is a cohesive device. Okay, studies show that COVID-19 vaccines to be up to 95% effective at preventing symptomatic disease. Okay, so some error there. Vaccine are not that perfect. Nobody can claim that vaccine would be 100% safe. Like any COVID vaccine, COVID-19 can cause mild short-term side effects such as a low grade blah blah blah. Okay, so his information is correct. Okay, so he talked about why you need to get a COVID-19 vaccination, and then he says that the vaccination is not 100% effective, but it helps. Okay, and then how it helps, he also explained that. Okay, and then here he also explained what symptoms that you might get if you take the vaccination. Okay, it can cause mild short-term side effects such as low-grade fever or pain at the injection sites. Okay, most reactions to vaccines are mild and go away within blah 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 blah. Okay, now I the reason why I did not give this student more is because there are more things that he can say about the vaccination that I think is more important. Okay, so instead of talking about the mild side effects or about how effective the vaccine is, he should talk about even after taking the vaccination, you still need to use a mask. Okay, so that's why I cut his mark. Okay, so if you look, I gave him content 3. Okay, now his language is 3, so his COA is 3, communicative achievement is 3. Now, language, why did his language get 3? Because he still have some errors. Okay, and organization, I gave him 2. Okay, I think he can get a 3, but he only used one cohesive devices that I can see. Okay, so more cohesive devices, more connectors, more marks. Now let's look at Bibiana. Okay, I think registering for the vaccination is good because it can save us from the dangers of the COVID-19 virus. Okay, so this one, she did not explain what are the dangers of the COVID-19 virus. Okay, so it would be better if she explained it. Okay, besides that, see, cohesive devices, good. It can also prevent us from getting sicker than before getting the vaccine when infected with the COVID-19 virus. Okay, good. She explained the purpose of getting the vaccination. If you do not take the COVID-19 vaccine, then it is very likely the people will get sick and die because the human body does not have protection when infected. Okay, so this one is just a repetition of the point. Okay, so that's why she got 3 for content, language 3, communicative achievement 3, and then her organization 2. Because only one. Wait, there is. Okay, so then it's also a cohesive device, but it is wrongly used, so I don't count that. Okay, so that's why she only get 2 for her organization. Okay, so there are others. Is there others? I want to show you. Yeah, is Zania here? No, Zania is not here. See, Zania, she simply answered good. How am I supposed to mark that? So, no content. Your language is only 1. No organization. And your communicative achievement, no marks. Okay, so you only get 1 mark for your language because you type good. Good is in English. If you type by it, then no marks at all. Okay. For 2C, where is that person? I know there is somebody here. Here, Travis. Okay. So Travis wrote quite a good message. Okay. Hi Junice, I think registering yourself for the vaccine is a very good action. Okay, answer the question. It helps to protect yourself from COVID-19 viruses. Okay, good. And then look, there is a cohesive devices. Okay, next, the vaccine will be able to stop the global spread. Okay, so he's looking at the big picture, stopping the global spread. Once we have achieved our herd immunity, once you are fully vaccinated, COVID-19 also help to keep you from getting seriously ill. Okay, see, his information is still correct. You can still get ill, but not so seriously. Okay. In addition, see another cohesive devices. After you fully vaccinated, you can resume any activities that you did before the pandemic. Even you can consider yourself to travel abroad. I hope you are able to understand my explanation regarding COVID-19 vaccines, and we will consider your decision. And will consider your decision to take the vaccines. Okay, that's all from me. Okay, so now if you notice, he also did a mistake here. Okay, capital I. He did not use capital I. So for this kind of mistake, for online essay, for this time I did not penalize you because I know you are not familiar with typing on your handphone or on your gadget. Okay, so this time if you see this, okay, good, and then there's a space, and then there's a comma, and then there is no space. Okay, so for those kind of mistake, I don't penalize you. Okay, so for this person, Travis, okay, he got content 3, he got language 3, he got COA 3, and he can actually get 3 for his organization. But I don't want to give him 3, I'll just give him 2. Okay, so those are some of the good examples for the essay for the exam. Okay, so now remember, your content must answer the question. Okay, and if you write wrong information, then you will be penalized 1, and then more language mistake you make, the less mark I can give you. And then last thing, use cohesive devices. Okay, guna penanda wacana. Okay, now let's go to where is your okay, here's your module. Okay, so now if you have any question about your marks, okay, please consult me. Okay, so now today we are going to do writing exercise. Okay, welcome back to our next lesson. Today we are going to write a blog post. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to learn how to use a bit and really in sentences write a blog post. Okay, so now first thing first, for the first activity, I want you to read the blog. Okay, let me just zoom that in. Okay, read the blog. And then after that, I want you to identify what has the writer done and what hasn't the writer done yet. Okay, so read the blog. Okay, I'll give you about 2 minutes. Typo vaccination. Yeah. Okay, 2 minutes to read the blog post. And while you do that, I'm going to take the attendance now. Okay, so it has already been 2 minutes. Okay, so now let's look at what has the writer done. Okay, so can anybody give me the answer? Can somebody type or just say it out loud, please?
The writer has been to London Eye.
Okay, good. The writer has been to the London Eye. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, been to the London's Eye. Okay, next. Where have they been? Somebody?
They went to Buckingham Palace.
Okay, good. They went to Buckingham Palace. Okay, now Buckingham Palace. Now, what have they done? What else have they done? What are they currently doing now?
When shopping in Harrods.
Yes, good. Shopping in Harrods. Okay, so those are the three things that they have done. So now, what are the two things that they haven't done? Okay, so what are they going to do the next day? Look at the last paragraph. The next day, they are going to?
Went to Natural History Museum.
Yes, Natural History Museum. And they are also planning to visit Madame Tussauds. Okay, so I'm just going to write that very quickly. And then Natural History Museum. Okay, good. So now, activity 2. Okay, so activity 2, look at the sentences from the blog post. What is the meaning of the underlined words? Okay, Mom thought it was a bit scary. The London Underground is really busy. Look at the underlined words, a bit and really. Okay, so really means very, and a bit means a little. Example, I'm really hungry. You can say, I'm really hungry, or you can also say, I'm very hungry. Okay, another one, a bit and a little. Sam is a bit sad, or you can also say, Sam is a little sad. Okay, so now let's look at the first exercise. Okay, rewrite the sentences using a bit and the words in brackets. Okay, so let's look at the example. The buses weren't very fast. Okay, so the word in the bracket is slow, and you need to put a bit in front of it. Now, how are you going to put a bit slow into the sentence? Okay, so you need to find the adjective. Okay, so now if you look at the first sentence, the adjective is fast. So you need to change the word fast, the adjective fast, to slow, and add the word a bit. Okay, so look for the adjective. So it becomes, the buses were a bit slow. Okay, hold on. Vanessa and Muhammad. Who was it? Muhammad Isa, was it? Muhammad Ibrahim. Okay, so now let's look at the first exercise. Okay, the museum wasn't very interesting. Okay, so interesting is the adjective of is the opposite word of boring. Okay, so you know that you are supposed to replace the word interesting with boring, and remember to add a bit so that it becomes the museum wasn't very. Wait, there's something wrong here. The museum was a bit boring. There you go. Okay? Can you do that? Okay, so now I am going to assign you the sentences. Okay, so Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa. No. I want Vitalina. Okay, number 2, I want Vitalina. Okay, you can write your answer inside the in-call messages. Okay, so number 2 is Vitalina. Number 3 is Allison. And number 4, I want Christopher. Okay, so I'll give you 1 minute to do this. Okay, Vitalina has already answered. It is a little warm today. Wait, this is not correct. You are not supposed to use a little. You are supposed to use a bit. Can you correct your answer, please, Vitalina? Yes, thank you very much. Your answer is correct. It is a bit warm today. Okay, Alison, your turn. If you're done, you can simply write your answer inside the in-call messages. The people weren't a bit unfriendly. Okay, now you need to change weren't to were. Don't put an apostrophe T at the back, okay? The people were a bit unfriendly. Okay, can you please correct your answer? Okay, good. The people were a bit unfriendly. Okay, next, Christopher, may I have your answer? Christopher? Okay, the meat was a little bit expensive. Correct. It's not the meat, it's the meal. The meal was a little bit expensive. Okay. Yes, it's typo. Expensive. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so good. Now, let's look at the next exercise. Rewrite the sentences using really. Now, where do you put really? You put really behind an adjective. Okay, so you need to find the adjective. For the example, it was hot on the train. Which one is the adjective? The adjective is hot. So you can put really behind the word hot. It becomes, it was really hot on the train. Now for the first one, let's look. Where is the adjective? We had a great time. And the adjective is great. So that means you can put the word really behind the word great. So it becomes, we had a really great time. Okay, now let's look at the second sentence. I was tired after the journey. Which one is the adjective? The adjective is, can anybody tell me? It's,
Tired.
yes, very good. It's tired. Okay, so you can say, I was really tired after the journey. Okay, good. Now, I want somebody to answer this. Okay, so I want Ibrahim, Muhammad Ibrahim. I want you to do number 3. And then I want Vanessa just left the meeting. Okay, I want Masara to do number 4. And I want Clarissa to do number 5. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight the adjective to make it easier for you. For number 3, the adjective is amazing. Number 4, the adjective is long. And number 5, the adjective is big. Okay, so I'll give you 1 minute to type your answer. Okay, good. Masara already answered hers. Okay, there was a really long queue for the museum. Yes, that is correct. Ibrahim and Clarissa, you can type out your answers inside the in-call messages. Okay, it is a really big shop. Good. And Ibrahim? Ibrahim, are you there? Okay, so let's just save time and I'll give you the answer. Okay, so the answer is, I think Berlin is an it's not an, it's supposed to be, I think Berlin is really an amazing city. Okay, so your mistake here is really. Really is not behind an. Really is behind amazing. Okay, so is a really amazing city. Okay, now this is because an is not the adjective. Amazing is the adjective. So really must be behind amazing, not behind an. Okay, so now let's go to the next task. Okay, activity 3. Now, activity 3, I am not going to do it because this is a writing draft. Okay, writing draft is what you should do when you write, but we are short on time today because we had some technical issues in the beginning. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to straight away write the essay. Now, if you still want to try and do the writing draft, it will help you in your essay. Maybe we should just go through it very quickly. Okay, so activity three is a writing task. Okay, so you have to write a blog post and you need to imagine you are on a holiday. Now, these are the questions that you need to answer: where you are and how you feel, what you've already done, what you're doing now, what you haven't done yet. Okay, and you need to write 2 short paragraphs based on the notes. Okay, so if you want to do this, you can do that. If you don't want to do that, then you don't have to do it. And then after you finish writing your essay, you need to check your writing. Make sure that it has present perfect tense, it has other verb tenses, and you use really and a bit. Okay, plus adjective. Okay, so let's look at some of the questions that can help you. Okay, so the first one: where are you? Who are you with? Okay, so think, where are you? Now, if you cannot think of for this type of questions, I would advise students to use their real life experience to answer the questions. Okay, so you live in Bintulu. What are some of the interesting places in Bintulu? Okay, so you can say, this is just an example. Okay, I am at Taman Tumbina with, or maybe you don't have to say Taman Tumbina. Okay, so if you want to say you are in Bintulu, then you cannot use the word at. Okay, you have to use the word in. I am in Bintulu with my family. So you are using your real life experience. Okay, you are saying that you are currently on a holiday in Bintulu. Okay, the teacher, the markers, okay, the examiners, they will not know that you are actually from Bintulu. Okay, so this just make it sounds like you are visiting Bintulu. Okay, so how do you feel? Why? Okay, you can say, I feel so excited because I've always wanted to visit Bintulu. Okay, you can say something like that. Okay, what have you done? When? Okay, you can say, we have visited Taman Tumbina this morning. We also have visited the spring, for example. So what are you doing now? We right now we are eating at eating where? We are eating at any notable eating spot in Bintulu? Oh, there's that hotel. Oh, hotel yang kita pergi ambil anugerah tahun lepas, Farley Food Court. Okay, Farley Food Court works. For the record, that hotel is behind Farley Food Court. Cikgu tak ingat lah yang sekolah SMK Kidurong suka guna untuk buat anugerah-anugerah dia. Apa? Cikgu tak ingat. Okay, so right now we are at Farley Food Court enjoying our lunch. Okay, so Primonet Hotel. No, it's not Primonet Hotel. Dia bukan hotel tinggi. Dia cikgu tak ingat. Dinner World. Yes, very good. Bibiana and Ashley. Yes, it's Dinner World. Okay. So what haven't you done yet? When? Okay, so you can say we haven't visited Taman. Oh wait, we haven't visited Pantai Tanjung Batu. Other than that, we also hope to visit Samilaja National Park. Okay, so short answers, but make sure that it is 80 words long. Okay, try to make sure your essay is 80 words long. It's not a hotel, is it? Okay. Oops. Okay, so now you don't have to do this draft, okay? But what I want you to do, I want you to write your blog. Okay, so now I am going to post your writing exercise inside the in-call messages. Okay, so you can do that now or you can do that later. Okay, writing exercise. Okay, so you can click on that. I am going to post that inside your Telegram group and your WhatsApp group. Okay, so now that is all for your lesson for today. Okay, so you can submit. Once you finish your essay, you can just submit, and then after that, I'll check it later. Okay, so wait. Let me just proceed writing exercise. Do you have any question?
No.
No question. Okay, so if no questions, that's it for today's lesson. Oh wait, I haven't taken your pictures yet. I need to take pictures. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, so that is all for today's lesson. Okay, thank you very much. Hopefully, I will be seeing you again the week after next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, madam.
Goodbye.
Thank you, madam.
You're welcome.
Madam, nanti PM markah original saya, okay, madam?
Okay.
Bye, madam.
Okay, bye-bye.